Once upon a time, in a quiet town surrounded by hills, lived a kind and loyal dog named Buddy. He was small, with soft brown fur and gentle eyes that always seemed to understand everything around him. Buddy once had a loving owner named Mr. Frank, an elderly man who cared for him deeply. They spent 6 happy months together, going on walks, sitting by the fireplace, and sharing quiet evenings. But one day, Mr. Frank had to move to a new apartment in a building where dogs weren't allowed. With a heavy heart and tears in his eyes, Mr. Frank gave Buddy to a trusted friend named James, who lived in a cozy cottage nearby. James was kind and loving, and Buddy quickly grew fond of him. But deep inside, Buddy always remembered Mr. Frank. One cold autumn morning, Buddy overheard James talking to a neighbor outside. The words hit him like thunder. "Mr. Frank is in the hospital. They say he's very sick." Buddy's ears perked up, his heart pounding. He couldn't stay, not when the man who once loved him so much needed him now. So while James was making breakfast, Buddy quietly pushed open the garden gate and began to walk. He didn't know exactly where the hospital was, but he trusted his nose, his heart, and the memories of the paths they once walked together. Back at home, James noticed the gate open and Buddy gone. His heart sank, and tears filled his eyes. "Why would you leave, Buddy?" he whispered. Buddy traveled for hours, through woods, across roads, even sneaking past barking dogs and busy streets. Tired, dirty, and cold, he finally arrived at the town hospital. He waited patiently at the entrance until a nurse noticed him and recognized him from a photo Mr. Frank kept by his bedside. They brought Buddy into the hospital room, and the moment Mr. Frank saw him, his eyes lit up. "Buddy, is it really you?" he whispered. Buddy jumped gently onto the bed and lay beside him, warm and still. For the first time in days, Mr. Frank smiled. From that moment, everything changed. Buddy never barked, never fussed. He simply stayed close, resting by Mr. Frank's side. The doctors couldn't explain it, but within days, Mr. Frank began to get stronger. He laughed more, he ate more, and he talked to Buddy every day. Eventually, Mr. Frank was well enough to leave the hospital, but the rules of his apartment still hadn't changed. Dogs weren't allowed. So with love in his heart, Mr. Frank took Buddy back to James. "I believe Buddy missed you just as much," Mr. Frank said, "and I know he'll be happiest here." James knelt down and hugged Buddy tightly, tears in his eyes once more, but this time they were tears of joy. And as for Mr. Frank, he adopted a clever little cat who liked to nap on his windowsill and purr while he read his newspaper. Though different from Buddy, the cat brought him warmth and companionship in a quiet, peaceful way. And so everyone found their place and their hearts healed. Buddy lived happily with James, but never forgot Mr. Frank. And sometimes on sunny afternoons, they would all meet at the park, man, dog, and cat, sharing stories, sunshine, and love.